Good morning. Hi, I'm Father Rayappa. I belong to the Diocese of Vellore, South India. Today I'm going to talk about Pope Francis. What a blessing. What a freshness to the church. Great. He displays so much of happiness, peace, joy, everything what humans capable of. And he is in the fullness of the capability of humans. It's great. And his writings are beautiful, and his videos on YouTube are really striking. And I think he is the Pope of our times. And he has got everything for everybody. His way of teaching to people is very simple. I would call it's an ethical realism. That is what Pope employs in his social teachings. But it's a very difficult job. Imagine you become a Pope. That is crucifixion. That is real passion. It's not easy. And he is the leader of almost 1.2 billion Catholics. It's not easy at all to please everybody. And besides, there are so many other religious beliefs and there are so many other problems. And Pope Francis really addresses them all. And I pity Pope because it's not easy. It's not easy. Some people say good, some people say very bad. He can't please everybody. But in spite of that, he talks about truth, and he talks about justice, and he talks about love. Especially on the 1st of January 2015, a brilliant talk he gave, Mary, the Mother of God. That is the feast day. And Pope uses one beautiful word called global tenderness. Global tenderness. And also he uses another word, fraternity is the foundation of our existence. These are the two beautiful words Pope uses very often. Last year, 2014, at the beginning of the year, the World Day of Peace, he gave the message, fraternity is the foundation of all our existence. But now he is developing the global tenderness. And beautifully written. And he says, there are so many people who need tenderness, and we need to give tenderness to all life on earth. And in a sermon on Christmas Eve, he was talking about the people, those who suffer in Iraq and Syria. And he made a phone call, personal phone call to them, and then wished them Happy Christmas. And then in his sermon during the Mass, he told that there are so many people crying, as Jesus Christ, the baby Jesus, was crying in the manger of Bethlehem. So much of cold, I think, baby Jesus was crying. The same way most of the humanity is crying with Jesus. So that's a beautiful words. And we need to pray to Pope Francis. And my compassion goes out to him, because he has to face so much of consequences, criticism, and it's not easy. So I think we can support him through our prayers. And Pope also asked to be faithful to the Church. He was appealing to all Catholics to be more faithful and more supportive to the gospel values. And before that, he wrote so many encyclicals, and they all talk about social justice. And our high economic growth, he doesn't like it. He criticizes, and it is a tyranny of our times, he calls it. It is a persecution. In other words, capitalism he denounces when he says it is a tyranny, it's a persecution of our modern times. And he recommends fraternity and sharing, equanimity and equal distribution. And he denounces markets and the multinational corporations. And he says only rich people are getting richer, poor people are getting poorer. And the market economy is very exploitive. They don't produce the things what you need. That is the job of market economy, but they do the opposite thing. They create needs and they supply it. So we need to listen to Pope Francis, and he is the prophet of our times. 800 years back, Pope Francis echoed the same words what Francis is speaking today. Pope Francis, he is the modern version of Saint Francis of Assisi. And Pope Francis always talks about creation in his writings. His brilliant writing, I like where he wrote, if you destroy earth, earth will destroy you. In other words, if you abuse creation, creation will abuse you. In other words, what goes around comes around. In other words, what you sow, you will reap, in Jesus' words. Every little action, there is always a reaction. See, Pope simply says, if you destroy nature, nature will destroy you. So I think it's a warning for all of us. So in the new year 2015, let us listen to Pope Francis. And I think he has got a lot of wisdom to offer to the world and the solutions to our problems. Pope Francis not only raises questions and he gives answers and solutions. So he's not a pope only criticizing others. He's always applying the solutions. He's telling, employ, engage these solutions, and we can create a peaceful society. Pope Benedict XVI also before him, if you want to cultivate peace, protect creation. You see, popes before them, they always talked about hell, heaven, purgatory, sin, judgment. All this stuff they were talking about. But today's popes, they don't talk much about them, but they are talking about our relationship with nature. Land, water, air, economy, economic growth, waste. See, Pope Francis is talking the reality. That's why he talks about ethical realism. Metaphysical days are over. Metaphysics talk about something beyond our observation, and we can talk anything, and it may be true or it may not be true. But ethical realism, it's about reality, it's about truth, it's about observing things, it's about consistency. So I think popes have come on this planet Earth. Before that, popes were in heaven. They were talking about heavenly things, but now present popes are living on earth among us, and they talk the truth and their words make lots of sense. So let us listen to Pope Francis and put his teachings in our actions. And please, please, please pray for Pope Francis. And he needs more wisdom. And especially this year, he's going to come up with a new encyclical on creation. I think it's going to be a fantastic one. Pope Francis, good work. We love you. We pray for you. Come on, go and get it. Okay, thank you. God bless.